Welcome to the English language highlights of another vital 3 points for Suphanburi FC. They remain undefeated, they're top of the Thai Premier League, and then 24 hours after our match, the four big players of Thai football, Muang Thong United, Chonburi, Bangkok Glass and Bangkok United, all dropped points, and that left us top of the Thai Premier League. There was one change to the starting lineup for the War Elephant. In came Pratum for an injured Marcio, but it's a minor injury and we hope to see him back either on Wednesday against Chiang Rai or Sunday against Chonburi. It was a good strong start as ever by Jakapan with his two-tone boots, and we really should have gone ahead within the first 2 or 3 minutes. Sisaket came to defend, they're very well organised, and they just wanted to get to the first half without conceding, but we had that good chance. The ball comes across, Pratt fights hard for it, and then continues to push forward. It comes eventually to Dechar, and a lovely ball to Luis. The first touch, perhaps a little bit soft, gets under his feet a little bit, but he does get the shot away, and then Sergio has a rebound, but Narong in goal was able to smother both efforts. Then we had a chance from Jakapan, lovely cross as ever, Sergio strong in the air, and Supot, tremendous form player, just gets the ball over the bar with his follow-up shot. But then as the half wore on, Sisaket became more and more defensive. There was a chance here though, lovely run by Jakapan. Number 3, Tosapon, was very lucky there. He had a little shove at Jakapan, and Jakapan didn't go down, but later Tosapon was to make a second mistake, which would cost his team a penalty. Sisaket, as ever, well organised, lots of players in the central midfield, but Lee, our own central defender and central midfielder, worked really hard to get possession. Nice shot by Luis there, but just couldn't get it on target. There were chances though, a good, powerful player, one of the 2 Bulgarians, number 10, Gerasim Zakov, caused us a few problems, but the 30-year-old had to go off later, looking exhausted. There were 1 or 2 runs down the right. This was more of a shot or a cross, wasn't either really, but Anorak's never going to be worried there. Captain Ekapan takes the corner later on in that first half, and this is where the set pieces, they were looking to get some reward, but Anorak very bravely against that massive 1.91 metre defender, number 5 Nikolov from Bulgaria, did very well indeed. But Sisaket came back, a decent enough cross, but just overhit, and Anorak is happy to collect that. Little sighter there by Sergio for later on, where he was showing up great skills as ever, good possession, lovely connections between him and Jakapan. They really have a wonderful understanding, and there, toss upon, size Jakapan down. Jakapan doesn't even turn, he goes straight to the penalty spot, ready for his kick. And it reminded me a lot of the kick by Chapui in the AFF Suzuki Cup final, if you remember that. The goalkeeper went the right way, the goalkeeper stretched his arm out, but because of the confidence of Jakapan and the confidence of Chapui, of course, in that final against Malaysia, there's no chance that the goal is going to get it. And that wonderful East stand of ours erupts into adulation for Jakapan, who, as ever, shows his love for tune and body slam. Really is the perfect penalty when the goalkeeper goes the right way. You don't lose your confidence, you keep that belief in yourself. And Jakapan is the form player of Thai football at the moment. Now this made Sisaket have to come forward a little bit more. Previously they were happy to soak up the pressure, and they did have chances. There was one sighter here, just over the bar, and sliced a little bit, and Anorak was no worries there. But they were looking more and more for the chances. Supot interchanged very nicely with Jakapan there. A lovely cross, just not quite enough on it for our Sergio. Luis just couldn't get the power on the follow-up shot. Nice possession play, particularly later on. Natapong, although defensive there, also got forward more and more, and Sergio became more and more powerful in the air. As ever, it's great to have Dechar, our steel in the midfield, number 39, to make sure we keep possession. And lovely to see Pratum playing again, such a strong player. Again, that midfield interplay made the Sisaket players just move out of position a little bit. Lovely little dink ball by Supot. Luis was onside, lovely timed run, but he just lost his bearings at the last second, and it wasn't to be. Then there was a misunderstanding there between Ponlawat and Lee. The ball comes across, and the goal scorer later on just slices that one, and the substitute, Durasinmi, the Nigerian, was unhappy he didn't square it across. Not one of Jakapan's best free kicks, but we'll forgive him because he is our goal scorer. Pratt nicely gets it across, lofted cross because he knows Sergio's going to get the first ball. Sergio more and more on the left side, but as with Jakapan, he swaps sides very regularly, and this gives the defenders lots of headaches. But a nice breakthrough, nice breakaway there by Sisaket. down the left-hand side. Cross comes in very nicely indeed. And there's a chance. Number 4 just drives it, and Anorak safely gathers it in. But a very nice shot there by Anucha. Then, good header, very, very powerful by the Brazilian Victor Amaro, who used to play for Samut Songkran. And then came the goal. Very, very nice finish through a sea of legs. Pratum is really annoyed at himself that he didn't get anywhere near that. But that was a very, very well taken goal. And this really gave Sisaket a lot of confidence, but they still felt they were here for the draw. They had set themselves up. They thought they'd get an away point because, of course, they've had 3 away games so far and 3 defeats. Although, to be fair to them, those defeats were against Bangkok Glass, Buriram and Muang Thong, so they haven't had any easy games. But the defenders now are very worried about Jakapan, and this is perfect for Sergio. He has one shot charged down, gets it across, but Jakapan is double tagged. The ball comes out though, there's the half volley, bang, straight in the back of the net. Sergio Van Dijk, 3 games, 3 goals. Buriram United, Muang Thong United, and now Sisaket. He really has a lovely left foot. He's full of confidence, and he's a very, very popular player with the fans and players and staff alike. So a really, really important goal. You see the way he has that wonderful balance. Look how steady he keeps his head, like a golfer, driving it down the fairway. The goalkeeper probably felt that he should have done better, but because of the power, and he was unsighted as well, there was nothing he could do. And then Sergio was full of confidence. Lovely little shimmy there, just couldn't quite get it to his partner in crime, Jakapan. This is where our possession and our intelligence really showed. Natapong coming forward more and more to stretch the Sisaket defenders and stop them from putting the pressure on. And then when it comes back to Dechar, he doesn't waste it. Lee gets it across, looks very carefully. He knows that Dechar is going to be there for him. And then gets it across left again. One of our substitutes there, Jetsadar, puts it across to Jakapan. Nice little cross by Natapong that's deflected, and this time not quite goal of the season by Sergio. We brought 3 defenders on, Jetsadar, Banlu and Watan Sapok came on later in the second half just to give the players a bit of rest. And you see here with Jakapan, the players are desperate not to foul him because they know he changes direction so quickly and he gets the shot away. Then he gets the corner, it's the Jakapan show, the ball comes across, as ever Dechar makes the sensible decision. Control and get it out to that man Jakapan, who gets past the defender very, very easily. And then it's very nice thinking before it comes back to Jetsadar. And there, the possession that we needed towards the end. Lovely cross there by the other Jetsadar, and Sergio with a lovely header, towering header, especially against such a big defender, the Bulgarian number 5. But then, towards the end, was the big chance. The Nigerian, Dorasinmi, really should have done better, but Anorak spread himself and kept his size really well to make sure he smothered the shot. Then we kept that possession nicely right to the end of the game. Very, very sensible play, because there were 1 or 2 scares in that second half, and we knew we needed those 3 points. Jakapan, as ever, always available for the ball, takes his time, drags the player in, makes sure that the ball comes across, and lovely play by the other Jetsadar, really should have squared it to Sergio. Sergio's not a happy camper. There was 1 chance at the end for Sisaket, but it wasn't to be. The captain Ekapan tried to get it past the wall, it gets charged down, and the ball goes over the bar. That's the end of the game. A really important win for Suphanburi FC. Wednesday it's Chiang Rai United away. Next Sunday it's another massive match at home to Chonburi FC. The games are coming thick and fast. The points are coming thick and fast. Let's keep this up and let's all work together to stay top of the Thai Premier League.